know that you're the reason I feel down. It's time to let it go. 'Cause we don't work, and I'm tired of trying to turn it all around. I'm rising from it all. We started out strong, until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong, until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. Cause you leave behind in the place that you denied. The dream of life is all I find.
Good Saturday, everyone. Welcome to the stream, the BFN Division 1 match today, Prototype eSport by Irae versus at Apex. So welcome, everyone. And yeah, it's pretty much now. So much of the PlayStation and the PlayStation 4. There's a couple of matches that happening on Xbox and PC that been host that it started though. And for this match today, we're going to start by Giant Shadow. That's going to be the first map. So yeah, Giant Shadow, Apex versus Prototype. Let's go. Thanks to the people that I follow. I will say 8 hours towards yesterday. Angelim, 7 hours ago. Tack, a Potato, 35 minutes ago. So thanks, guys. Welcome, everyone. Here we go. That's pretty much it. What's up, chat? I see that you make 4 coins since yesterday. That's nice. That's nice. Kevin, nice, man. Wow, you have 656.
So, indeed, thanks for everyone joining in for today's streams of Division 1 here at BFNations. And yeah, today, first match will be starting with the Apex eSports versus Prototype eSports by Irae. And yeah, Apex eSports pretty much took the 3rd seeding spot out of the seeding tournament, and Prototype took the 7th seeding spot out of the seeding tournament. So it's definitely going to be a tough match against Prototype. I don't know if they faced... Yeah, they actually did face Apex eSports during the seeding tournament, and that game was won by Apex with the scores of 8-2. So we'll see if Apex has been working on their tactics and so on, and we'll see if they'll be able to perform a bit better today. Anyway, I would like to recommend everyone leaving there the betty of battle coins on the team that you think is going to be winning, or into the draw if you think that's going to be happening here today. And I'll just check how much time you actually have to bet. So you have 16 minutes to bet. And make sure you'll be doing your betting during that time period.
Indeed, guys. Time. For the match start.
Going a bit through what other streams will be happening today. After this match, we'll be streaming the virtual team versus Vertex at, well, 2 hours basically after this one. and that's also a PlayStation 4 Division 1 match. And again, during the night time of today, we'll be streaming a Xbox North American Division 1 match, which will be Team Requiem versus Apex Predators. And another game after that will be PC side of the North American Division 1, which would be Storm-Tiger team versus Omniscient. So definitely be lookout for those 3 matches that we'll be streaming after this one.
Yep.
And the map has pretty much started here. We're starting to load into it, so we're only a few minutes away from actually getting the first map started, which would be the Giant Shadow Redux.
Yeah, I can't wait honestly to see this map. Don't know for you, chat. Yeah, nice for the bet. What's up, Xanax? What's up, Kaisley? What's up, everyone? So indeed, the match of yesterday on Xbox, 5-star versus Point Gap, and the match on PC was, if I remember well,
Storm-Tiger versus Omniscient.
Thank you.
I have no idea how to pronounce that. Just chat now.
So the draft is in progress. Gonna be ready in a few minutes again. What's up, Graphax? What's up, SKO? What's up, Kevin? Oh, Kevin. Already again. Kevin, damn, a lot of coins, huh? So, are both team gonna choose a tank? Is both team gonna go with no tank?
I'm quite sure that both teams will be picking out a tank for themselves, but we have seen some matches where there has been a team without a tanker, but not in this specific map at least. So we have Prototype Wire rocking the tank for Prototype, and who was it for Apex?
Yes.
It was Corvette, I think. Yes.
Here we go, guys. So, we're gonna see the first 1v1 probably versus Apex versus Prototype Azog. So here we go. Dodging the first bullet. Charging is at a low that it's still dead. 80 damage of 8 damage by rushing to the point, but getting killed by Apex finally.
So Prototype Azog is definitely one of the players that you should be looking out for the Prototype team. He definitely can know, or he knows how to use that marksman. No, not the marksman, the autoloading 825 that he's using there. So
Extended.
I would personally assume that he might be the top killer on his team, but we'll see how it actually goes.
Indeed, this is a very great weapon. With the Reaver rolls at the moment by Bulldog. Trying to throw some beacon with...
Yeah, he's trying to place the beacons on for his teammates. And again, just to anyone who doesn't necessarily know how the scoring works in this game mode, is that you get ticket out of flag captures, out of each kill, and out of each time you destroy the enemy tank, and every time you manage to do a squad wipe. And out of 10 tickets, you'll be getting a point.
Indeed, my dear Chaos. This is indeed the first battle will force. I feel like Prototype have 1 point of advance now, but it's gonna be close soon by Apex if he can survive in the house so far. Oh.
Misses a lot of bullets, but did get the kill there.
Yeah. Nice kill. Go Prototype line, watching out the angle. cannot go 1v1 versus the tank, so we get back in the house, taking cover and watching angle, which is good.
So yeah, it's Prototype at the hold of the flag at the moment, and not too many players of Apex at the moment going for it, but maybe they'll be going for the push in a few seconds here when they get their last infantry players next to it.
Yep. Okay. Apex Prime with the Madsen. Having a kill on Prototype Wesker. Cash core now. Pushing at the left of the house. Kill Azog, which was running the other way, but still passing in front of the enemy and taking covering the other house. Oh! Carrick was there. Counter attack. So beast taken now by Apex. Still Apex name searching. Prototype Oren will go back and being pretty much alone trying to back cap Bravo. Still, here we go. Two of his teammates may charge back and go the other side of the street to help the cap, but they have to clear this Bulldog. Here we go. Right there, Azog. So he respawn and do a kill, maybe a double kill.
Yeah, yes, at least getting 3 kills during this life now.
Nice. 4. Even 4, wow. 1, 2, no, it was Carrick as a
Yeah, yes. Oh. Apex aim was his doom right there. So we haven't really seen Prototype actually controlling the flag too often here. It seems like whenever they get the majority of their people on the flag, then those people will be dying quite soon. So they definitely would need to be working on their holding the flag tactics a bit more if they want to be winning this specific map. Of course you can get points from just playing kills, but that might be hard to pull off.
Indeed, indeed. Well, if you manage to wipe the team and have 3 points for that, it can help in this particular game mode, but it's indeed very hard to accomplish. So there's a push by Wesker. 2 enemies inside the house. Will he manage to get those 2 kills? There's also the tank behind the pilewood and Bravo. Oh, Mortar was there.
Yeah, he just managed to get the kill and was killed by the mortar and revived and now died again. Got to say that this is an interesting placement for the Prototype Wired with his tank. Just trying to get the kills on the B house. Well, gets 1 kill right there and Wesker 1 with the mortar. So as you can see, Apex definitely has a lot of people around the flag, but necessarily not actually in the flag. So they're not keeping their people in the flag if that's not necessary, and just keep them ready to push for the flag whenever that's needed to be done. It seems like at the moment Apex is pretty much just trying to hold their spawning area, which seems like they might have lost here since they don't have the squad leader alive anymore. So now it might be actually the Prototype's chance here to gain some tickets and actually get their first point.
Yes. Wesker with the Madsen.
There it goes.
We have taken
First point for the Prototype. Yeah, Apex is definitely now regrouping their next attack. Seems like Wesker is onto them, on their flank. Gets one of them out. I think he knows that there's an enemy right next to him, but not too sure where he is. Oh, that was a sneaky limber charge right there.
Losing objective button.
So Apex's push to B flag seems to have worked out. No prototype players on the flag at the moment. Oren tried to get in, but Bulldog manages to keep him away.
We have lost objective butter.
Nice kill by Whisker. Good time by the Palwood. They will have a double kill. Nope. They didn't know there's enemy there. Hazard. Sorry, guys, my bad.
So yeah, Prototype pretty much has catching up on the points here there. Scores now 3-2 for Apex still, but... And Apex still in the hold of the flag, but... Based on what we have seen here, it's still hard to say which is the team that might be pulling off the win out of this one. Oh. Ran into that limpet charge. Didn't even see it coming. Definitely at the point seems like Apex is about to get their 4th point, and because of that it seems like Apex will be starting the second half of the map with a lead, which is definitely a position that they want to be in, but at the same time they would be actually getting the so-called easiest side on the map, so... No wait, it would be Prototype getting the easiest side, indeed.
Prototype Whisker. Now
Yes.
hiding in the house.
No Apex players actually on the flag yet, but there was definitely all of them around, so now Wesker is definitely in trouble. Gets killed out by Core.
So Prototype are back in a tank now. It's indeed very surprising to see him in a tank, and chat, I know. They do far. So, oh, nice kill by Cashcore right there. A few kills
So
left.
Apex just got their 5th point and halftime is right there. Xanax saying on the chat by Cass and not by Core. Well, if I can read correctly, I think his PSN ID is Cass Core, so either word would be correct, I would say. So yeah, on the 4th and 5th point, or set, Prototype manages to get a bit of a hold on the actual flags and kills for themselves, so, and got the points out of those, but now the Prototype eSports is going to be playing on the so-called easiest side on this map, so we'll see if that will be actually gaining them any points in this specific halftime.
So here we go again for the second round, guys. Start 2-5 for Apex versus Prototype. They may be the first to arrive on the point also. Apex Prime seem pretty much rushing non-stop to Bravo. Oh, for the first time stopping, so both teams will watch a little bit the entrance of Bravo. First one of the point, I think, yeah, it's Apex member, Apex I'm right at the tree getting his first kill.
Clutch is the second
Another
kill
double
there.
kill.
So yeah, Apex eSports in the possession of the flag straight away. Mainly due to Apex A manages to kill the 2 players from Prototype who were pushing for the flag. It seems like the rest of the Prototype team is just waiting for the team spawns again. So again, no defenders on the actual flag besides the Apex tank. Beskar is not moving into the flag yet. Oh, there he goes. Gets taken up by the tank straight away. And the Corvette has spotted the Oren and tried to get the kill there, but I guess Oren managed to sneak away from that a bit. Did not manage to sneak away from aim though. So it definitely seems that the Prototypes' pushes are not working out for them at all. The defending maneuvers of Apex are definitely working out for themselves. They're kind of staying on their side of the flag all the time and just waiting until they see that there's actually an enemy possession, or trying to get the possession of the flag and then actually make the moves. Otherwise they seem to be staying a bit hidden at the edges of the flag. And Apex eSports only 1 ticket away from getting the win on this map. It seems like they'll be getting it with that kill that they just got on Wesker. Oh, actually, yeah, they just got the 7 points, so now they're definitely secure that they'll be getting a draw. But not necessarily a win, but definitely looks like they'll be getting the win. There's not too much to say about the Prototype's efforts to get into the actual flag anymore. They have 2 guys flanking from their Apex's spawn side, but I don't know if they have enough time to get to the actual flags. Apex actually has only 2 tickets away. And, yep, not doable for Prototype anymore to get into the flag. So, Apex getting the first win.
Yes.
I guess the first half of this match was just a warm-up for Apex, since they did manage to get those last 3 or 4 points in the second half straight away without no issues. Or they preferred to play that other side for themselves.
Yes.
So the majority of the kills by Apex was aim, with 22-10. And yes, as I earlier suggested, the main kills from the prototype side was by prototype ASOG. So not surprised by that too much, but yeah, Apex definitely had their better placements for this map here on the first map. We'll see if Prototype is able to pull off the win on the Sinai Desert on the King of the Hill game mode. Maybe that's more of their thing to play. Maybe that's more their game mode in this Incursions variety. But yeah, Apex definitely has secured the position that they'll be at least getting a draw out of this match. But now they just need to win the second map to actually get the win out of this match.
Indeed.
So yeah, indeed, we're going to be playing 2 maps in the actual division stage. On the seeding tournaments, it was only 1 map per match. But on the divisions, we'll be playing 2. And I don't think we'll be having an interview today with either of the teams after this match. Neither of the teams have reported to be coming into an interview, so I guess we won't be having an interview, unfortunately, with either of these teams. So the draft is in progress for the second map.
Yes.
It seems like Prototype actually changed their tanker for this map. It was Carrix this time in the vehicle operator class. Apex did not make a similar kind of a change.
Oh, so Corvette is now playing in the tank?
Corvette was playing the tank on the earlier map too.
Yes. To say that it can be nice to see Corvette on this Overwatch, on this map, RG, with his teammate. Thanks. The tank is powerful on this map, depending the way you take. Okay, sorry.
It seems like the Carrix wants to challenge the Corvette gear if any way possible. Corvette takes the first shot and Carrix misses. So Carrick's only one alive from Team Prototype at the moment. In this game mode, the squad wipes doesn't really matter based on the tickets, but of course it makes your team to, or the enemy team to be running all the way from their spawn again. So that's definitely not helping them at all. So yeah, Team Apex is pretty much able to keep Prototype at their spawn. Even though they used some smoke there in the middle, they did not manage to go through Apex. Ooh, Prototype Wire taking some shots with the field gun against the Corvette. Gust to kill. That will help them out a bit. We'll see if it helps enough. It seems like they managed to get to the flag by the lead of Prototype Wire. Unfortunately, he's there alone at the moment, so his teammates are all the way at the spawn. Now it's pretty much the question which team will be there to support the flag capture first, and it definitely seems like Apex will be there, although Wesker definitely has an overview of the team. Apex unfortunately gets taken out. So Apex only one ticket away from getting the point on the first sector. And it definitely seems at this point that Prototype won't be having enough time to push for this flag anymore. And we'll be moving for the next sector.
And yes, Corvette best tank. Bloody and fact both tanks are good. It's really fun to see always Corvette in the tank indeed. Xanax. Let's go for this second point. So Apex, I'm kind of flanking the north building. We have two enemies now. Will he be able to get those two? Two guys in the first building on Bravo and... Oh, no.
It seems like Prototype is a bit slow on their pushes, and Apex usually tends to get their better position on the flag at the start by Bulldog and Cascore here. So they pretty much start Prototype's push for the first push for the flag straight away. And by that they secure their position on the flag and starting to get some tickets for themselves. Unfortunately, they did not manage to capture the flag itself for the first ticket, or the first possible ticket, but they might be doing it for the second one. No, they did not. So yeah, based on the kill feed, Apex is pretty much dominating Team Prototype at the moment. I've got to say, Wesker definitely has an interesting position here with his mortar kit. I guess he's looking out there to be shooting down the Apex tank whenever that is close or available. But yeah, he's not really attending to the fights at the moment. And it seems like both of the tankers are spawned in without their tanks, so they are definitely helping the infantry get to the flag, which now Prototype has the majority on the flag and they are capturing it. Ooh, nice kill by Carrix with the pistol. Did not stay on the flag to capture it and is pushing for the enemies. I guess he really is looking for to get himself killed to get his tank back into the game. But meanwhile he's trying to do that, he actually gets the kill with the combat knife. So yeah, he's definitely playing aggressive here to help his team and to try to get himself killed for the tank, which he now definitely did.
Objective butter.
We've got to defend this objective!
So it's Prototype now in the possession of the flag, but they unfortunately don't have any infantry players in the actual flag area, so... And Corvette is again with his tank next to the flag, so we'll see. Whisker will be pulling out his mortar to actually take some shots on it, but not yet at least. There he goes. Prototype while facing two enemies managed to get one of them, but did get killed by the tank eventually. He seemed to be missing a lot of his bullets, so definitely had the chance to get 2 kills there, but if you would want to do that, you would definitely need to hit more of your shots. Oren clutches the kill here. And the sector is taken by Apex again.
The objective! Defend it!
So the third sector, and at the moment we have more players by Apex in the actual flag.
I can patch your wounds.
Quite tied up in the actual flag. Neither of the teams are really making the push for the enemy players on the flag. They're just leaving it for example, the tankers to take out the enemies, and they're just holding their position to make sure that they'll be able to capture the flag whenever the enemy teams have been taken out. Yeah, Apex managed to get the first possession on the third sector, and they're gaining the lead with the tickets. And it seems like Prototype has been wiped out from it completely. And Apex can start there. Pretty much the thing that they've been doing the whole match here is to get the flag and then defend it. We'll see if Prototype has actually got some foothold into the how to actually put into the or push into the flag that's held by Apex. Wesker trying to snipe the enemies with his MG15. Did do some damage there, but didn't actually secure the kill itself. There he did get the kill on Bulldog though. And Prototype manages to push to the flag. Only one infantry player from Apex on it, and now they also get accompanied by Corvette. So Corvette realizes he's alone on the flag and getting shot by the mortar, so he's pushing out. Prototype is actually getting the hold of the flag now. We'll see how long they'll be able to hold it. They definitely don't want to give the flag possession for Apex anymore at this point, otherwise they might be losing this sector too. Prototype wire pushing really close to the enemy tank and trying to take it out. Did not manage to do that. He managed to get out the tanker, but not the tank itself. And I would say for the second time of this match we actually see Prototype doing quite strong. But they definitely only have Wesker anymore on the flag, and Apex is coming. And it seems like they'll be losing the flag possession in a second here. Wesker's still alive on the flag, but not able to, or he actually seems to be not even trying to push out the Apex players from it. Gets taken out, and now the possession of the flag is completely on Apex, and at this point it definitely seems like Prototype is not able to push into it anymore. Apex only 2 tickets away from getting the point on the third sector.
It's the final push now for Prototype. They will try with 4 guys in the Overwatch, throwing smoke grenade, trying to approach by, like, let's say 15-20 meters. 1v1 Prototype warrior. I have to look behind him. The enemy is already killed, so the push go well, but Apex managed to stop them with those 2 tickets left. So here we go. On to Apex. 3-0-3.
Last push for the Prototype definitely looked like it could work for them, but it was just unfortunately too late for them. So we're at the halftime of the second map, and Apex is on the position that they only need to capture or win one of the sectors to win the second map too. Based on the previous performance, it seems like they will be able to do it, but at the same time, Prototype still has the option to just push it a bit harder and actually take the win on this map. It's still definitely possible for them. So, sir, what are your thoughts on why isn't Prototype's pushes for the flag working out in this map or the previous one?
If I can say, I'm pretty sure Prototype will get back in this particular round. I'm pretty sure they have... I feel like this pawn they have at the left is a little bit at the advantage for this team. The other point is a little bit, let's say, 1-2 seconds further, but I think it can give an advantage. The tank also is a pretty good, important point on this. Again, yes, Corvette is in this tanks of the other team, so it's going to be a tough game for the 1v1 tank we may see on the Overwatch at the north of the A point. But so far, so good. And here we go. You can see which team is going to arrive first on the point. I know the map designer made this equal, but I feel like the team of the Prototype have a bit a little slight bit of the advantage for this point. It's blue-sided at the first, so well, it was approximately at the same time. The two red character at the same time it's a big distances for two guys only to capture the point, so let's see if they're going to be able to cover all those angles at those two. Half of the team is on the Overwatch, but nicely done by the helper of the tank. Prototype Orwell is back. Normally, this is the place where the raid leader put some beacon spawn. Prototype Carrig's start is 1v1 versus Corvette, or still like 2 rockets ago, and Corvette already get him. So nice job by Corvette, as we expect. And oh, nice long shot. You see, this Overwatch is very powerful on this point. So indeed, again, as I say, as we have seen in the first round, when the tank is there, this is a great advantage. We may think, oh, we need to have the enemies and the teammate indeed on the point to be able to capture it. But no, since the point is in your color, you can put your teammates all around. So Prototype is now really infiltrating indeed with putting beacon, having, when you see those 25 points, it's because one of these teammates respawned. So here we go, 3 people now, and the color is changing in the favor of the blue team.
Yeah, so Apex definitely manages to wipe out the Prototype from the flag, and again we're in the position that Apex needs to push from their spawn. Definitely, we have seen this situation a lot of times during this match already, and Corvette really knows what he's doing when that tank seems like to be taking a lot of kills here. And you can see all the dead Prototype members on the ground failed with their pushes.
Yes, my hope was in the push of the Prototype on this side of the map, but the tank have do such a great job. So Corvette, here we go, bro. You got the spot on this map. This is always in Incursion the big question of spawning the team at their point, but there's large amount of space to try to get through. You still have at some point to go face the line of the tank, so it's going to be hard for the Prototype team. And as proof example, Prototype Wired try himself, the one-man army to push, and he get killed pretty much instantly. So good positioning for the Apex team. They're there, they have the point, they have the advantage. It's going to be insanely hard for the Prototype to get back in this round. Maybe. They have like 2 tickets left, so let's hope. Prototype, can you do a miracle, bro? Oh no, getting killed by Bulldog. Still, it was a great push for them. Apex with another kill.
So as you might have seen there earlier, Wesker actually did use the mortar against Corvette, which actually backed off from the position that he's at the moment again. And during that time, the Prototype had the opportunity to actually push for the flag, but failed to do so with all of its infantry players, which definitely didn't make the push to be that aggressive and effective, and basically made it easy for Apex to defend the sector without the tank even there being on the position. So
Yes.
definitely a bit more coordination on the Prototype side on those pushes, and it might have went differently. But yeah, Prototype taking the win, clear win on the second map here. No, Apex, did I say wrong? Yes, Apex did the win, but I might have said it wrong.
GG's to both. Yes, thanks chat indeed. Welcome Samp in the chat. Insomniac, want to see more first person? I can, if you can, Chaos. We love to see those kill in first person, but still, the camera doing a great job. Mortar need to get help with the mortar because it's big. Yeah, the mortar is very powerful in Incursion. Very true. The tank need better tanker. Man, I mean, Prototype try bloody versus Corvette. I mean, Corvette was in the tank. It's kind of not an easy job. So yeah, GG both team guys. It was fun. Yeah, but 4-0 for Apex. Boom. That was up.
Yeah, it was definitely a domination from the Apex side this match on both of the maps. And the scoreboard doesn't go against with that statement, so the kills definitely are on the Apex's side.
Yeah. Indeed.
So, as I said earlier, we won't be doing an interview with either of the teams for this match, and we will be ending the stream in a second. Before we do that, though, I would like to be mentioning that the next stream that's happening will be Virtual Team versus Vertex. And again, that's PlayStation 4 Division match, and that one will be happening in a bit longer than an hour. And stay tuned for that.
Tonight, guys.
And
yes,
during the late night for our European viewers, we'll be having the Xbox and PC Division 1 matches going on at the early on the morning for your European viewers, but you can see the schedule down there in the panels if you want to check those out too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Big thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in for this match today, and hopefully we'll be catching you later on.